Top of the evening to you. Peter, yeah, what's happening? Did you get a chance to look at those TPS reports? Yeah, well, we're all gonna have to start using the TPS reports. No, wait, is it? Did you get that memo about the TPS reports? Yeah. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and start doing that, okay? And you got a meeting with the Bobs this week. They're gonna help us be more productive, something like that. I don't know. It's been too long since I've seen Office Space. But what up? It is Tuesday, August 6th, just after 8 p.m. Coming at you from Frederick, Maryland. Snapping to a Slim Jim. I kind of like devolved into a Macho Man Randy Savage there for a second. Anybody remember that? Remember that? Take it back and reverse it. You're not looking for a friend yet. It's like harking back to my Missy Elliott concert last week. But no, does anyone remember Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan? Well, I'm sure you know Hulk Hogan. If you don't know Hulk Hogan, I don't know what to say. But anyway, the Macho Man, he did the Slim Jim commercials. He's like, need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim. That beefy juicy taste. But anyway, so does anybody else like gin? I like gin and tonic in the summer because I get really hot and I just find it really refreshing. Um, I don't drink a lot of volume. I have had a lot of stomach problems like almost my whole life. And I think I must have like a smaller than average stomach or something. So, like, if I drink a lot of beer, it just like makes me feel too full too quick. So, I tend to lean more toward cocktails and that sort of thing if I'm going to have more than a couple, especially if it's like a longer thing. Like when I was on the Creed cruise in April. Man, it was so hot out there on that pool deck watching those shows, and the G and T's went down really easy. Very refreshing, and also I was like, I would kind of just like use them to help my throat out. I'd kind of just like cool it down and whatever. Anyway, that's boring. So today is a special song. Um, it's a little bit early, but it's the same month. So August last year um, was when I was introduced to Ballyhoo for the first time by my neighbors, and we went to the Maryland Summerfest in Westminster, and Ballyhoo was the headliner that day, and thought they put on a really good show, and I was actually really impressed by their stage presence and just their overall energy. That's the thing that really stuck with me. I have a really hard time hearing lyrics well the first time through. So, for the most part, I didn't pick up on a lot of the words. I'm more of like the instrument is more of the sound that I hear when I first hear music. And then the words sort of follow on subsequent listening. So that day I didn't really hear or comprehend as much of the words as I did just the music and the overall vibe and the energy, which I really liked. So once I got introduced to them, then I was like, oh, they're cool, I'll go back. And so I hit them up on Spotify, and I knew nothing about the band at that point at all. Um, and had no idea that they'd been around for like basically 30 years. They've got like almost a dozen albums or possibly more. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, how am I supposed to learn all this music? And then I was like, man, they got an album they just released. I mean, I'm sure they even said, I know they said that during the show, but for some reason, I just thought maybe that was like their first or second album. I didn't know. Again, I didn't know them at all. Um, but so Shellshock is the album they released in 2023. And so I really, just by listening to Spotify's recommendations, since that was newest, that's a lot. It played a lot of that from that album, along with some of the, more popular hits from lots of other prior albums. But so I'll never forget that uh, the title track, Shellshock itself, played. And I'll never forget the first time I really tuned in, like, my head to the lyrics. And I was like, man, that hits hard. And so then I really went back again and I'm like, all right, I'm going to focus on this start to finish. And that next run through where it really had my attention and I paid it, I really was focused on it. I was like, oh man, this is like, it just hit me so much. And that was the beginning right there of becoming a huge Ballyhoo fan. Um, that was August 26th was that first concert. So we're just about to that year. So it's my Ballyhoo anniversary. And it's indescribable, the journey that I have been on in that year, and the people that I've met, and the friends that I've made, and the experiences that I've had all across the country because of this band and their music. And it's I can't overstate the impact that it has all had on me. And to everyone, the band, the fans, anyone involved in this community that I've interacted with, either in person at a show or just as friends through Facebook that we've never actually met in person. There are so many of you, and all of you have just had a tremendous, tremendous impact on my life. And I'm indebted to all of you for that. It has been such a positive influence for me. It's been something that's helped me on a journey of sort of self rediscovery that I had already been starting for prior to that, but that really accelerated over those coming months beyond after last August, and really just helped me process through a lot of things that I'd been trying to work through and help to rediscover a lot of aspects of myself that I feel like had just been kind of lost over the years. For various reasons. It already was sort of happening in some respects before the pandemic, but then when the pandemic happened, that just destroyed me, like it did so many people. But I am naturally a very outgoing, very energetic, confident person to go up and talk to pretty much anybody. And it was completely opposite of that. As of maybe a couple years ago. And I knew I wasn't right, but wasn't sure exactly how to fix it. And it's been a lot of steps, but one of the big things that helped me along that path has been this music and all of the community that goes with it. So again, thank you all for that. And it's just such a special thing to have all of this in my life and to know so many of you and to have shared such great experiences so far. And I did talk about this more briefly in the beginning of my birthday party back in April when we had Howie Spangler from the band do a great performance. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I haven't because this song means so much to me because, like I said, Shellshock is the one that got me started and really hooked me in on Ballyhoo and then everything that has come after that. And so it's a big deal and I want to do it well. I want to do it justice and give it the respect that it deserves. So it's funny because, most of the other things I've done so far, I'm not nervous to do them. It's just like a fun thing. This I'm nervous about because I want it to be, I want it to turn out well. So hopefully it does. I'm still going to do my one cut thing, man. Once I get started, I go through it. Unless something really crazy happens. But if I make mistakes along the way, I don't stop. I don't do that with all the pre-recorded things I do. That's not what I do. I don't edit them like that at all. I don't chop stuff. It's very light sound adjustment at the end just to pull out noise in the background and to just, balance some of the mix. But I don't do much of anything to make it sound different or to use I don't do auto tune or any of that kind of crap. That's the way I'm always gonna plan to do it. So anyway, one shot through this and hopefully it'll be good. So anyway, I gotta take a couple swigs here after that talk in my mouth a little dry. I'm gonna sound like Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction when he drinks that Sprite. It's like mind if I have a drink of your tasty beverage to wash this down after he has the big kahuna burger? That's a funny scene. All right, well, let's get comfortable, kids. I always sit on my leg. Isn't it funny? It's probably when my back's all jacked up. I went to the acupuncture doctor for the first time, back in November. He's like, you had a back problem, right? I was like, what? He's like, you're like this. I was like, no, I didn't know that, but maybe that's why my arm feels so crappy. Anyway, let's get serious. Get serious, man. All right. Oh, it's like Joker. Why so serious? All right. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. From Ballyhoo, the title track off of Shellshock 2023. Coming at ya. My elevated emotions creating erosions and crumbling the earth under my feet. Heavy-headed and choked up, I'm losing my focus and questioning my worth and what it means. None of us are gonna make it out alive. So why am I so stressed before I worry myself to death? Maybe you can lift me up. Maybe I just need a friend. Empower me to transcend. But I stay silent alone when I feel low. 'Cause I don't like reaching out. So I just deal with myself. Crawl back into my shell. Just leave me here. Yeah, hello my friend, how have you been? My bad, I know it's been a while from way back when, but it's nice to see you again and I've missed your smile. If we don't talk, if you don't call, it's all good. I just wanna say I've got your back until the end because I know you do the same. Maybe I just need a friend, empower me to transcend. But I stay silent alone when I feel low. 'Cause I don't like reaching out. So I'll just deal with myself. Crawl back into my shell. Just leave me here. Maybe you can lift me up. Maybe I just need a friend. Empower me to transcend. But I stay silent alone when I feel low. Cause I don't like reaching out. So I just deal with myself. Crawl back into my shell. Just leave me here. Leave me here. Oh, leave me here. Leave me here. Well, there you go. I don't know. I feel like I started a little quiet on that, but I was like, I said one take. You're only doing one take. It's the Bears. They can smell the restoration. That's from Anchorman. Anyway, thanks everybody again. All the Bally hooligans and the Ballyhoo members. Thanks for it all. And I'll see you at a concert soon, I'm sure. Peace.